So shout out to everyone in the comments. We can start. There's no need of waiting. It's Tuesday, the Parenting Tuesday. But before we start on that, we can start on something that I've realized we never seem to get or go through. Now, when we talk about self-sabotage and we want to go to its core, we want to go to its depths, where it's beginning from, you will realize that self-sabotage is when we do, or is what we do when we are afraid. And the fear is because we are not in control of the situation. So if you're not in control of the outcome, you will self-sabotage whatever you're going through to at least say, this is how it turned out. Okay? Because as spirits in human bodies, in this 3D, our behavior, not us, but the bodies we inhabit, okay, the shells that we take here. So as spirits, we take bodies, we jump into bodies. So as spirits, the biggest body in what you can call, what are we gonna call it, evolution, is the human being body in this 3 dimension. What do I mean? So that is why they even talk about other spirits being in human bodies. So you're not the only spirit that you're in. So don't ever look at people like they are all people. Like when you see people, you think, oh, because he has this body and everything, he's this type of spirit, what you are calling whatever you want to call them. So we have spirits that inhabit bodies, flesh and bone, that look like you, but those spirits have got nothing to do with your spiritualists, to do with your spiritual group, to do with your bloodline, to do with your bloodstream, everything. Okay? So once you get that out of the way, then you are going to understand that one aspect of a human behavior, not you as a spirit, but for this flesh, okay? The same way how we look at dogs, the same way how we look at cats, the same way how we look at plants and all these other things that have an awareness, is that the human body, this, just like a moth, is attracted to the fire, is very interested in the outcome of whatever is happening. So one of human behavior is that we have a very strong pull towards the familiar. This is even why we collect in packs. This is even why we get in groups. This is even why we create friendships for safety. Okay? Understand that as a human being, being highly evolved, meaning you don't need the hairs, now you can wear your own clothes, you have shed most of the hair, the fur, you have shed most of the teeth that you didn't need on this world. So what happens is that now you want, or the human wants to be in a cycle where you are aware of the familiar. Why? Because you want to feel safe. Okay? So you don't want anything that is new. You like being stuck. Okay? You'd rather be miserable in what is familiar. You'd rather be miserable in a relationship that is abusive because that is familiar. So you'd rather be miserable in a routine and pattern that does not help you. And we are all guilty. Okay? I'm not even saying I'm better than this. We all fail. But so the familiar is more comfortable. So we'd rather be stuck in the familiar, in the miserable. So when you hear people talking of self-sabotage, so listen to what they are really saying. What they are saying is this: I make sure I control the outcome because that is what feels safe to me. So you'll find people who they fall into old habits that were not working for them, not because they want to, but because that seems to be more safe. Let's say you're in a new relationship with someone. The old relationship was full of violence and chaos and shit. So now, when you come, like before I even set up this live, I saw something on my feed, a TikTok vibe where a lady is saying, ushaipata nao wanaume wako tu, anakuomba unamnyima, yeye ako tu, unamletea vita, yeye ako tu. So the women are like, what is this now? Because that is new to you. Okay, so you're so used to the chaos, so you are self-sabotaging, okay, because you want a familiar outcome. You want to shout, you want to fight, you want munyamaziane wiki mzima, you want muongeleshane vibaya kwa simu, you want that person to show up at your front door to ask if you are cheating on him or her, or like, you're so used to the chaos that anything new that seems too good to be true or too peaceful, you have no option but to go and sabotage or go and destroy that. But the only reason is because you are afraid of the outcome, because you want to control the outcome. You get what I'm saying? Now that we have out of the space, we can now jump into today's live. So I think the best thing would be to end this one and restart immediately. So I'm going to end this one so that I can download this one as a self-sabotage live, and then I start now proper one. So let me restart this. Let me restart this.